How to make a baking soda cartridges. First you will need baking soda, Kleenex 2 ply sheet 20.8 cm by 21.3 cm, a scissor, some scotch tape, a wooden dowel 3/4 x 6 in, funnel, a metric ruler A, teaspoon and a pen.
So this is a baking soda cartridge, and this little instructions is how to make a baking soda cartridge. These can be used for baking soda vinegar experiments. We're going to need some basic pieces of equipment. So quickly, you definitely need baking soda. You can't have baking soda cartridges without baking soda. They're wrapped in tissue paper, so this is standard Kleenex. The size of this is your generic 20 centimeters by 21 centimeters 2-ply tissue paper. You need a funnel helps loading these. Need some scotch tape. Need a teaspoon. Need a ruler that will go into centimeters, and a pen. And that you can write with, and the felt tip is the best. What I'm not showing here is how to make this. That's a separate project in itself, as to how to take a wooden doll and cut it. But it's very simply cutting a 3/4 inch wooden doll into 6-inch lengths. You're going to need a scissors. I think we can start now. We start by taking tissue paper on a surface, and I'm going to start by using a grid, a 12 centimeters by 12 centimeters. Often I get into a tangent at this point where centimeters is a scientific notation where we could use inches. I'm going to stick with centimeters because this is a science class, right? And so that's a metric system. So I want to start out by drawing a grid on this tissue paper that is 12 centimeters by 12 centimeters. So I take this ruler to the edge of this tissue paper and I make dots up to 12 centimeters right here. There's 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The reason I'm making this metric or measurement grid is we can measure the size of the cartridge, the volume of the cartridge. And baking soda is part of a chemical reaction. It's important in chemical reactions to really have a handle on the amount of reactants, the amount of mass of reactants. So by using this, we can get the surface area here and also the volume of these cartridges. So here is, along one edge, 12 dots. Along this edge, I'll do 12 more dots for each centimeter. And then I'll go up here 12 centimeters. Try to do this. So we got 12 by 12 now. 12 dots by 12 dots, a centimeter apart, and I'm going to make a grid out of that now. Just put the dots together. To do that, I'm going to have 12 dots up here too. Later on, we can bypass this whole thing once we get a very confident and fixed volume that we know are going to work with the whole system. And until then, I think it's good to keep these so we get a sense of measurement of volume for this cartridge. Volume is equal to, of a cylinder, is equal to the surface area of the circle times the length of the cylinder. And our cylinder in this case is going to be right around this wooden dowel. This is 3/4 inches in diameter, and that relates more to about almost 2 centimeters in radius, or 1 centimeter radius, 2 centimeters in diameter. Okay, and now we have a grid that is 12 centimeters by 12 centimeters. And I'm going to cut this to make our cartridge, our baking soda cartridge. Even though I started out making this 12 centimeters by 12 centimeters, I found out that to finish our cartridges, we only need 10 centimeters on one side to make a good cartridge. We want a 2-ply piece of tissue paper that is 12 centimeters by 10 centimeters. And then we're going to take the wooden dowel and we're going to wrap this around the wooden dowel to make our cylinder for the cartridge. And we can seal this with Scotch tape. Using tissue paper is used because when we dump this into the vinegar, we want it to soak through and react with the baking soda. So here's 12 centimeters long. What I want is about 2 centimeters down on each end to make our caps for our end. And one way of doing that is simply just folding over on the ends and Scotch taping them. So now we have our tissue paper cylinder. Okay. Take the funnel and put it in here just to make it easier to fill this up. And our teaspoon. And I'll fill this up to 2 centimeters from the top. A little overfill there. And that's pretty close to 2 centimeters from the top. When we get to that point, we'll fold this top in. And we got our baking soda cartridge that contains enough cartridge to launch our rocket. So this is, the volume here is 12 centimeters. I said the radius here is about 1 centimeter. The radius of a circle is pi r squared. So 3.14 times 12, no, this is 10. 3.14 times 10. So we got about 30 square centimeters of baking soda in here. We can convert that later, and I'll show it how to convert it with density to mass for our calculations on fuel consumption. So that's how you make a baking soda and vinegar cartridge.